All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaf Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim and her pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. This is the brother Quanta Watts from the Arizona Great Millstone Camp. Come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Lord will, it is edifying. Lord will, it is straight to the point. Ultimately in this lesson, man, I want to, touch on, just continuing to believe and trust in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, especially in the times that we're coming into, right? Because, hey, man, shit's about to hit the fan, man. There's a lot of different things, right? If you haven't been, living under a rock and you've been paying attention and watching, right, everything that's going on, we understand that Jacob's trouble is right around the corner, right? World War III is building up. Now you have, more and more skirmishes between Israel and Hezbollah, right, which is backed by Iran, happening more and more, right? And that situation is ultimately going to continue to spiral into that horrible vision, right, which is talked about in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter, right, starting at the 28th verse, right, which is World War III, man, right? So, you got the last two major prophecies are literally right around the corner, man, and what we need to do, man, is continue to trust and believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, all the way into the end, because that's it, trusting and believing in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is how we're going to get out of here, man, right? And before I read this precept, I do want to grab, Romans the 8th chapter, right, proving that it's through our faith and belief in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, right, is ultimately what's going to allow, for us to be delivered, right? It's Romans 8 and 24 in the KJV. It says, for we are saved by hope, right? And we know that pursuing to Hebrews 11 and 1, right, that hope is faith, right? It says, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For a man seeth, why do we yet hope for? Right? And again, we can't see the kingdom, right? We can't see Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, right? We have not seen it with bodily eyes, but yet believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, man, right? And which that right there, that is, a gift, right? Having faith, right? Being able to believe, in something that you don't see. That's a gift from Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai that's not given to everybody, man, right? So, really, we're blessed, right, to be able to believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to have faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and prove our faith in these times, So we can't take that lightly, right? Verse 25, but if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. And guess what, man? We're patiently waiting, man, every single day, waiting for Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, to crack the sky, But I want to go back to Romans. It's like it's Psalms, the 20th chapter, and we'll read the whole chapter. It's a few verses, man, 9 verses. We'll just start at the top, right? It says, the chief musician, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, right? It says, Yahweh, hear thee in the day of trouble. The name of the name of the power of Jacob defend thee. And this is what we want, right? We want to be defended, when trouble comes, man, right? We want to have Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai in our corner, right? Having our back, man, And the way you do that, right, is to keep the faith, man, to trust and believe and prove your faith in these times, right? It says, send thee help from the sanctuary and strengthen thee out of Zion. Remember all thy offerings and accept thy burnt sacrifice. Salah, right, man? To continue in this truth, continue in putting forth good works, will allow for, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to remember us, man. Right, because those who ultimately, right, that are pushing this truth and end up turning back, well, guess what? Their works, right, are not going to be remembered, man, right, because they lost the faith, man, right? They didn't continue in the to trust and believe in the Lord, man, but they were ultimately counting slackness, man, which again is lack of faith, man. They don't truly trust and believe in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, that He's going to make do on His word, right? But we do, man, Lord, will we part of that number? And we're going to be defended, man. The Lord is going to hear our prayers, right? The Lord's going to remember our sacrifices, right? Verse 4 says, grant thee according to thine own heart, and fulfill all thy counsel. We will rejoice in thy salvation, and in the name of our power we will set up our banners. Yahweh will fulfill all thy petitions. Right? And here's the point I want to get, right? Verse 6, now know I that the Yahweh saveth his anointed, right? He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand. And I want to go into that word anointed, man. You know, anointed, Strong's H 4899, right? It says what? It says anointed one, right? And then when you go down, right, it says a consecrated person, anointed. And then I think there was another definition that I had, you know, because in the ancient times, right, it says what? To anoint somebody means to pour oil on them, right? And that oil in this time is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Right? Yahweh Shem El Shai has anointed us with the proper understanding of the scriptures, man. You know? So those that have the true understanding, those that have the proper breakdowns, man, right? The 100% truth, right? Those are the anointed ones, man. And Lord, will we be part of that number? Hey, we're anointed, man. You know? We are anointed. I think I have it on the online etymology. I think I had it pulled up at one point right here, anointed, right? It says smeared with oil right at the top, right? Smeared with oil. It says a consecrated one, as in the Lord's anointed. That's right, man. Right? To pour oil upon, smear with ointment, right? And again, we've been, you know, anointed with, you know, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is also likened unto oil, right? Pursuing in Matthew, the 25th chapter, right? Where it goes into the 5 wise and the 5 foolish virgins, man. Right? That the 5 wise, right? They took oil with their lamp, right? And trimmed their lamps, man. You know? Which again, that oil is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know? So let's go back to it. Let's read verse 6 again. It says, now know that now know I that Yahweh saveth his anointed, man. And yeah, and again, Lord, will we be part of that number? The Lord's gonna deliver us, man. You know? In Job, the 5th chapter, he say, in 6 troubles, yea, and in 7. You know? Matter of fact, let's grab that real quick. Job 5 and 19. It says right here. Job 5 and 19 verse in the KJV, it says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yet in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. That's right, man. Right? So Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to deliver his anointed, man, from all the troubles, right? Right? The 7th, 7 troubles, completion, right? The complete, and last, right, trouble, which be what? Those ICBM nuclear missiles, man. The one before that will be what? Jacob's trouble, man. So Yahweh Shem El Shai is going to deliver his anointed from those times, right? You will read in Psalms, the 91st chapter, right? Those that abide under the shadow of the or those that abide in the secret place of the Almighty, right, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty, right? Roughly paraphrasing, meaning that if you dwell in these scriptures, right, you're reading, studying, getting the proper breakdowns, right? Well, guess what? You're going to be covered, man, by Yahweh Shem El Shai, man. And that's all I wanted to grab on that. But let's go back to Psalms 20 and continue to read, right? Verse 7, it says, some trust in chariots and some in horses, right? It says, but we will remember the name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, our power. Right? It says, they are brought down and fallen, but we are risen and stand upright. Save Yahweh, let the King hear us when we call. And that's what we need, man. We need to be heard when we ultimately, cry unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, man. But we know Yahweh Shem El Shai heareth not sinners. And this is why we need to stay in the scriptures, man. Stay in the scriptures. Continue to, get the proper breakdowns, man. Hey, and, the brother, Kassad, man, the head of, the camp here in Arizona, right? The GMS Arizona camp, beautiful brother, man. Through his spirit, he made a statement. Hey, sometimes, you know what I mean? When getting into the, scriptures and getting breakdowns, hey, sometimes you'll eat a full meal. Right, you might do like 5-10 chapters, get a few words, man, and go into some history and this, that, and the third. Right, get a full meal. Right, all the different courses. Right, you might have some steak, some cornbread, some mashed potatoes, man. You might have some greens on the side. You got the whole drink, the healthy drink. That's be a full meal, man. Hey, but sometimes, hey, all you'll need is a little snack, man. You might get a few verses, break down a few verses and meditate on those verses. You might get one chapter, right? Look up a few words in that chapter, and that'll be it, man. But nonetheless, hey, you're still, you're still studying, right? You're still eating, right? You're still getting fed through the Spirit, man. And that's the most important thing, especially in these times, man. You know, is continue to, to stay hydrated, right? His word is likened unto fountains of living water, right? To stay hydrated, to stay full, right? Eating this roll, man. You know, that's what we need to do, man, in order to be heard. Because again, the Lord heareth not sinners, man. So those that are not truly trust and believe in him, but are engaging in folly, engaging in, the wickedness of this world, and they're not going to be heard, man. And we need to be heard, man, when things ultimately start to spiral, you know, which, brings me to my last precept, man, and we'll close out on this. But I'll read Sirach chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 6, and we'll read down, man. It says, believe in him, and he will help thee. That's right, man. You know, and you can't just say you believe, right? Because faith without works is dead, man. Right? And the word belief or to believe means it goes back to having faith, right? Matter of fact, let's prove that, right? Right, to believe, right? It says to believe, to have faith or confidence, right there in the top, man. Call Lord Yahweh Shem El Shah, right there, right? It says to have faith or confidence, right, man? Right. So again, when for those that say that they believe, hey, well, guess what? Belief is faith, and you can't have faith without works. You have to prove your faith in this time, man. And that means presenting your body a living sacrifice, right? Denying your own self, man, staying in the spirit and not fulfilling the deeds of the flesh, man, So let's go back. It says, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in him, right? It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy and go not aside lest ye fall, right? So we have to stay on that straight and narrow path, man, right? Continue to walk on that path and don't veer off, man, lest you be casted away, right? It says, verse 8, it says, ye that fear the Lord, believe him and your reward shall not fail, right there, because it is a reward, right, for trusting and believing in the Lord, even though it's something that we're supposed to do in the first place, man. Right? That's the whole duty, man, is to fear the Lord and keep his commandments, right? We're supposed to trust in Yahweh Shem El Shah, but guess what? He said there's a reward for it. Matthew 19, all the way down to verse 29, man. Right? Peter asking, hey, we forsaken all, what shall we have? And the Lord gave him, saying, ye that forsake mother, father, house, so yada, yada, yada. You can go and read that verse, right? Shall have 100-fold, man. 100-fold, man. Which again, that's a great reward, a great reward. And that's the reward we want to receive, It says, verse 9, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Right? It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? And we have the answer to that, man. Just as we read these different accounts of our forefathers that continue to trust in Yahweh Shem El Shai, they were never forsaken or confounded, right? Unless they went off and did something wrong, man. But Yahweh Shem El Shai is merciful, right? As the scripture say in the same verse, right? I think it's verse 18, we'll read that. It says, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men, for as his majesty is, so is his mercy. And when you go into that word majesty, it goes into power, right? So just as the Lord is omnipotent and all powerful, and guess what? The Lord is merciful, very merciful, man. Lord knows that, our frame is but dust, man, that we ain't shit, man. So he knows we're in this sinful flesh. He knows that we're going to go off, man, right? So the Lord is very merciful, man, very merciful. And we've been placed under a grace period where we can take this time to get right. That's mercy in itself, man. But going back up again, we look at our forefathers and the things that they've went through, right? And all the tribulations and sufferings that they went through, right? And guess what? Yahweh Shem El Shai was with them the whole time, man. Job, King David, Solomon, right? All the righteous kings that we read about, the three holy children, Hananiah, Azariah, Mishael, Daniel, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, all the prophets, the apostles, disciples, right? Yahweh Shem El Shai has always been there with them, man, protecting them, always, man, doing miracles for them. Elijah, Elisha, so on and so forth, man, right? So we have those answers. But, you know, just to, you know, for the sake of those that, you know, need to see it, right? This is Psalms 18th chapter and verse, I think it's chapter 20. 22? Yeah, it's like it. Psalms chapter 22, verse 4, it says, our fathers trusted in thee. They trusted, and thou didst deliver them. They cried unto thee and were delivered. They trusted in thee and were not confounded. Right, man? Right? So, hey, none of our forefathers, man, were confounded, right? That was, you know, hey, we have our answers, man, right? Reading about our forefathers, and again, you know, receiving, you know, getting precepts like this, you know, building in the spirit, right? Let's go back to that Sirach chapter 2, and we'll get the last verse. In verse 11, it says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy. There you go, right? Showing you the Lord is merciful, man, right? It says, for the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and save it in the time of affliction. And again, that's what we need, right? We need to be delivered, right? We need Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai on our side, right? First, we need to be on the Lord's side, and then he'll be on our side, man. You know, I remember the brother Tazabah said something heavy, man, you know, to me a little while ago, man. You know, that brother, a very, very wise brother through the spirit, man. Very, very, you know, beloved man of the Lord, man, for sure. You know, he told me, it's like, in order for the Lord to hear you, you have to hear the Lord first, man. Right? He says, you listen to the Lord, and the Lord will listen to you. You know, hey, so we gotta trust and believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai first, and the Lord will. Hey, guess what, man? The Lord's is gonna hear us. Right? The Lord's going to deliver us, man. You know? That's how it goes, man. So continue to trust and believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and Lord will. Hey, we're going to be delivered, man. Right? We have to believe that. We have to believe that. Right? We have to stay 10 toes, right? Stand 10 toes on our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai at all times, no matter what. You know? That's all I really got, man. Lord will was edifying. Lord will straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, B'Hashem, Rachak B'Dash, double honor to the elder apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing his gospel and truth and sincerity. Till next time, I say shalom.